My name is Dorothy Zellner, and I wear 3 hats. I'm a board member of Friends of the Jenin Freedom Theater in the West Bank, and I'm also a founding member of Jews Say No, which is a small local group on the Upper West Side in Manhattan. And I'm also a volunteer at Jewish Voice for Peace. My civil rights hat is that I was a staff member of the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, SNCC, from 1962 to 1967. And then a staff member of the Southern Conference Educational Fund for another 5 years. I worked with Julian Bond in the communications department, and this meant that we dealt with the press. We also sent information up to the Justice Department in the early days of the 60s, which the Justice Department ignored, about black people's inability to get registered to vote. And then I was a recruiter for the Freedom Summer for people to go down south, and spent the summer in Greenwood, Mississippi. The SNCC experience altered my whole life. I was lucky enough to actually be in the right place at the right time. I had grown up in a leftist, secular Jewish family, and had been brought up actually during the war, World War II, and very, very conscious of the fact that what had happened to us as Jews was directly traceable to people standing idly by, which in our social justice tradition, believe it or not, we have one, you would never know now with bombs falling on Gaza, is an injunction you cannot stand idly by while injustice is going on. The justice for black people who lived in this country, justice for the Palestinians, to me are on a continuum, and they're all beginning to merge into one big struggle, wherever it is. And that struggle is, can the people of the world, the ordinary people, control their lives? Can they be in a position where they will control their lives and have equity, everyday equity? To me, it's one struggle. It's one struggle, the same struggle. It's not a nationalist struggle. That's what I think has been so dangerous, so damaging to the Jewish community, is that a lot of us have become nationalists, Jewish nationalists. And we now supposedly care more about a country. We care about the country and not who we are. There is a rabbinical story, and it's called Why the Stork is Not Kosher. And the stork, it fits all the other criteria for being kosher. For one thing, it cares only about its own. And that means you're not kosher if you care only about your own. And this is the tradition that I am appealing to Jews to restore. That this has been eroded and damaged by this blind, incredibly crazy loyalty to Israel. They have the drones, they have the guns, they have the weapons. There's only one thing that they don't have, and that's us. And we are the main factor. Because whenever us, whoever us is, get together, we can do the most amazing things. That's what the Civil Rights Movement taught me. Well, Mrs. Hamer was an ordinary person. All the people that we met in Mississippi were ordinary people. I am an ordinary person. I am about as far from a hero as you could possibly get. I got into dangerous situations because of the racists who were attacking us. That's what made it dangerous. We didn't make it dangerous. They made it dangerous. If I can do this, anybody could do this. And what I tell people is, you don't realize the incredible power that you have. That's why I tell these young people, I say, I don't care who I'm talking to. If there are 50 people in a room, 50 people actually who decide to do something and do it together can accomplish an amazing amount. People have no idea. But those of us who were in the civil rights movement, we know because we saw. We saw that it was true. And none of us believe that it can't happen again. But why would it not happen? It's happened before, it'll happen again. I've been speaking for 30 years to classrooms of high school students, middle school students, and I tell them, your history is the only thing you have. What's in your brain is the only thing you have. They can take away your iPhones and your iPads and all your other devices, and the only thing left is here. So this kind of life is the most productive, and if you, like me, don't believe in a religious hereafter, it's the only way that you can be immortal, that your life, your work can live after you do.